So I really think that old companies should stop making excuses about how digital transformation is so hard. If a 100-year-old newspaper can do it, so can they. So while so many media companies out there are dying, the New York Times has been doing really great. And in the last 10 years, they have repeatedly reinvented themselves. And first, they had to make the transition from print to digital. And even in the digital world, they had to completely change their business model from an advertising-based model to a subscription model. And I think it's super impressive that they've pulled off both transitions successfully, because in order to grow the digital business, they had to cannibalize the print business. And in order to grow the subscription business, they had to risk losing a lot of advertising dollars. And today, with the rise of audio, it seems that the New York Times podcast might actually be their most important product for the future. And it seems that they're really embracing this kind of future and they're going all in on podcasting instead of protecting the written word that they've been so famous for 100 years. So they're going all in on podcasting, while 80% of all other managers probably don't even know what a podcast is. And the sad thing is that other businesses could also transform themselves like that, but 90% of businesses don't have the courage or don't have the skills to make such a transformation, or they're fighting too many internal wars that prevent them from moving to the future. So on the one hand, I think the New York Times is a really great role model for all established companies, that even a 100-year-old company can really reinvent itself if you're really committed to it. But on the other hand, that also means that there are no more excuses for companies that always feel sorry for themselves, that always complain about digital transformation, about new technologies, about new startups attacking their business. And they just blame everyone else. They blame Facebook, they blame Google, they blame millennials, instead of just looking into the mirror and start doing something. So if a 100-year-old newspaper can successfully reinvent itself multiple times, then your company should at least try to do so. I think the New York Times turnaround is super inspiring and impressive. Do you know any other good examples of companies reinventing themselves? What about your company? Where has your company succeeded or struggled in adapting to the digital transformation? Let me know in the comments below.